What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Steelez. It's another edition with Kicks with Soul, where the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe. To you, put your soul into it. And today, we have the Jordan 8 in the aqua colorway. This is my first time having this colorway. I'm very hyped to have it. I'm actually a Jordan 8 fan. They only really had 3 OG colorways, so y'all know me, I'm really big on just the OGs. Aquas was always one I wanted. The playoffs I actually end up grabbing, and we actually getting the Bugs Bunny. So right now we got the Jordan in the aqua colorway. You know, we got the same box, which a couple of shoes come in this Air Jordan box. I actually like this box right here. Anything but those orange Nike boxes for me. But the label reads Air Jordan 8 Retro. We got black, red, flint gray, bright Concord. All right, let's take this out the box. Let me know, did y'all rock with the Aqua 8s this time around? I know a lot of people had an issue with the glitter in the last release, and then this release. I know some people didn't like this gray light skin on the back, but I never really complained because I wasn't there when we was there in the first place. So I like getting anything I get my hands on history. Let's take a spin on that sole table right there. Oh man, they look good, man. They look good. They look good. Of course, you know, this is another one of Tinker Hatfield's creations right here. He probably one of the best to do it, in my opinion. You know, as far as me coming on Jordans, he got some of the most iconic silhouettes that Jordan came out with. And starting with that 3, you know, that saved the whole line compared to the stories we've been hearing about how he didn't like the 2 and he was about to leave or buy himself out. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen a lot of stories on YouTube about that, so it seemed to be true. But, you know, Tinker, I think he started with the 6, if I'm not mistaken, or the 7, where he wanted to go with no more Nike Air branding on it. And it's funny because I don't see no Nike branding. I thought, no, we don't see no Nike branding. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, so in Jordan 6, and starting with Jordan 6, he wanted to go with his own iconic Jumpman logo. He said it was strong enough to become his own brand, which it eventually did. And what was that, 2000, 2001? When Jordan became his own, like, you know, with Team Jordan now. Maybe it was, what, 2000? Because I think he had the, y'all let me know in the, I think he had the 9s that debuted in that. Because you had the Vin Bakers, you had a lot of Team Jordans, Eddie Jones was a big model for that. Vin Baker was a model. But yeah, eventually what I'm trying to say is that Jordan, by this time, he was not dissing Nike, but he was getting off of the Nike logo. I don't know some inspirations on this. All I know is just a 90s silhouette. He actually wore this shoe in the All-Star game that year, and he actually won the championship this year in not this color but this silhouette. If you know, he was busting them in them playoffs, man. What was it, Barkley, y'all? Yes sir, it was Phoenix Suns 1993, the last of his three-peat, right before he took that little break. So you know, we got the straps right there. I'm trying to look at to see the new buck. I see a little bit of QC issues on mine, but listen, I don't like tripping. I don't know if y'all could pick that up. I got little ruffles right there. Man, listen, I got a lot of shoes this year, man. And I think only 2 had QC issues. Damn, man. It sucks, though. But it's not really noticeable. I'm gonna wear it anyway. But yeah, one thing I love about this shoe, me personally, growing up, was always this Chanel tongue, however you pronounce it. It was these straps. It's so, man, I'm getting lost of words right now, man, because that kind of bumped me out, but I'm trying to block that out of my head. But this gray, I was looking at pictures, it's definitely a little darker. And then when I seen the OG, it was a little, like, almost black, but just a little hint of gray. But like I say, man, sometimes you got to take what you get. I'm not going to be picky because, like I say, I wasn't there in 93 buying these, so I can't even act like, yeah, man, I just listen and take it to school and take notes and be like, oh, okay. Well, let me get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it, because this is definitely screaming 90s to me. And I did take the insole out, so I wanted to show you guys the insole as well. at the bottom of this shoe. Now, I don't know where the inspiration with this whole colorway came from. Maybe it was All-Star Game, I don't know, but this is super fire. Like, this is super fire, man. The speckles, they not too bright. They not too bright. Like a lot of the other videos says, more like a matted and like kind of coated into the paint with the midsole right there. I did see some pictures of the last release. It was very sparkly. Funny thing about the last release, that was my son's first pair of Jordans. Not that last release. I don't know. Maybe it was maybe they just had them sitting back in the day, because my son came out the hospital, he had this aqua whole set. You know, he had the beanie, the little bootsy, and all this stuff. And then when he got, I want to say 2, they came out with another version of this for the kids. I don't know if they came out in adult sizes, but it looked just like this. Had the straps. I'm trying to think what was different. It was something different, because I remember like, oh, that's what I mean, but I can't call it that. Maybe it was the strap. Maybe it was something on the shoe that was different. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all remember it. I think that was like 2012, 2013. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually bought them from Champs for my son. And then when this last release came out, I wasn't able to get them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just got into sneakers. This is my 2nd year. So I was not around when the release came out. But I will tell you this. They didn't sell out, because I remember like walking in the mall and still seeing them. But that was before like the crazy hype before shoes. It was pretty much rock what you like, go in there and buy what you like, especially in certain cities, you know what I mean? But before I get out of here, let's compare this one. I wanted to compare the jet black, because to me, I like this suede. It's dark, you know. It does seem kind of ashy. It's gonna pick up a lot of lint, but you expect that, you know. Hit it with the spray, hit it with your little lint brush or whatever you do, your little rag or whatever, or your little towel, and call it a day. But when I look at those jet black, they look black. But then when I look compared to these, they kind of make these look a little ashy, right? So I think I ain't gonna say premium. I think the suede is really good, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I think the suede is very, very good, because the one thing I can see different with this suede, maybe it was always different with the suede as far as the 2 materials of the 2 colorways. Like I said, I wasn't there. Y'all let me know. But was this Nubuck suede more like a leather with just a little suede on top of it? This one is more like a whole cut of suede. I don't know if I'm making sense when I say that. If you catch what I'm saying, this is more leather texture, but it is a suede. And then up here, you have the suede kind of like you feel on this one. On this shoe, to me, it feels like the whole shoe is that thick suede, like just this part. That's why you see the difference in the color on this shoe, to me personally. Like when you look at that, because that's more like, it's real down, it's real thin leather or suede. It might be suede because it do got some kickback to it, some tone when you move it, but it's real thin. And then when you get up here to the midsole and the straps, it's kind of thick. That's why I was saying right here, I kind of like this one better, because this is all, but it's gonna be super lint dingy if you let it. You know what I mean? Let me check the insoles on this one. Okay, so yeah, I think, is this true to the OG, or is this true to the OG, y'all? The Nike Air the inside, or did the 90s version have this inside like this? Y'all let me know, because I wasn't there. But yeah, this to say, which one y'all taking? Which one y'all taking? I'm taking these because of what, you know, Jordan bust Barkley in these, but I like these better. It's funny. It's like I like this shoe better off the look, but I like this one better for my collection and what it means to me, if it makes any sense. You know, self-explanatory shoe. I'm pretty sure y'all seen a bunch of reviews, so I ain't want to come on here and do too much tech specs and all that about the shoe. I just wanted to kind of just come here, freestyle a little bit of the shoe before I go to work. Actually about to bust this out today. You know, I work in the hospital, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on today and see how I feel for a good little 9-hour, 8-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one. It's your boy steelez, KickzWitSoul, where y'all know the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe to you. Put your soul into it, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay cool out there. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe too. If you rock with anything I say or anything I said throughout this video, I got more videos. Y'all can check them out. Y'all drop me a comment. Let me know y'all came through or something, man. Much love if you don't. Much love if you do. Y'all have a good one. Peace.